In the Scooby-Doo, huh? She actually said that Candace Owens, self-hating, deranged, trips me out chick, said that, and I quote, there was no abortion, nor there was no abortion when we had slaves. I'm like, who is we? You know, she may make one statement with like a broke clock that might actually be on time, but the other 23 hours in a day or 22 hours, how you want to phrase it, is wrong. Uh, she would have been on the plantation for the massa. What is she talking about? When we had slaves, there was no abortion. Uh, they would have auctioned her off and the babies, and the massa would have sent her away, traded her as an option, kind of like what they do in sports, just trade you off. She's always says some of the most self-hating, off the wall things you can imagine, and I'm trying to really think, who is we? She really is either naive or not as half as bright as, well, I don't think she's too, I think she's calculating, she's too smart. But bottom line was, what side of the fence does she think she would have been on in the field? She wasn't going to make the house, you know, and the master would have sold her off. What's she talking about? There was no abortion when we had slaves. She would have been a slave. She would have been sold to a higher bidder. Don't she know how America's history is? Well, she been hanging out with old trash DeSantis and Trump too long, and they didn't brainwash and whitewash her and the cokes and the thinking that she would have been acceptable because she knows how to talk to black folk in their own way. This is one of the most comical things I've read, and I had to look 3 times to hear her say that crap. But am I shocked or surprised? No. She's a comedian. She's funny in a Whoopi Goldberg kind of way. She'd probably get a stage, and she'll definitely attract fans. But as far as being taken seriously on serious issues, she's a clown, a sellout, a self-hater. And I'm sure Clarence Thomas would invite her to the cookout. I'm sure they would get, I'm sure they've already kicked it. And they probably, I don't know, who can tap and buck and shuck the most. There's quite a few of them are at that party line. They got their own C train line, and the C train put the C in front of the moon, and you know what kind of party line that is. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts and comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for one another. One thing about Candace Owens, she keeps you amused for the wrong reasons. I'm out.